Hello, hello. Oh, let me get the chat open. It would help if I opened up the chat. Hello, Mike. Dealing with sick youngins. Oh no, everyone's dealing with sick kids. My daughter's been complaining today that she doesn't feel good. I'm like, oh great, here we go. So I guess it's in this house now. I'm like, please don't be sick. Don't be sick. No more sickness. Yeah, it's raining outside. I've been waiting for it to stop raining so I go for a walk. But finally I gave up and said, well, I might as well go live. The last bit of the holiday parade this week anyway. I've been looking to see if anyone had any lives going on, the streams that I like watching, and nothing's going on. So I said, well, dang. Youngest has a cold and cough. Oldest has an earache. Ugh. Well, I'm hoping I finish this today. Start another project. Or finish the other project I started a while ago. I, let's see. It's coming along nicely. It's getting big. It's getting pretty long. This is just leftover yarn where I bought too much for a particular blanket. So I figured, Miles make another blanket, and I'm making another blanket. Yeah, quiet day. People are resting, catching up on sleep. Some people are sick. There's a lot of people sick. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's not supposed to be there. Ah, I don't really get sick often, but when I do, it's rough. Yeah, I hear that. Same thing with me. I really ever get sick, but since COVID, I've noticed that I've been getting sick every year. Like I never get sick. All right, what is going on here? Why am I having such a hard time? All right, what is going on here? Just started and already have a knot. Live already? It's daytime. I know, right? It's the ending of our 48-hour live for Christmas. Yeah, we'll be doing a 48-hour live for New Year's, and that'll be it for about like 6, 7 months. Making sure people have a place to go for the holidays, right? I did. I had family here. We had the grandchildren here opening presents, and my two daughters here. So, how was your Christmas? Was it great as well? I hope. Oh, I got a knot. I am seriously thinking just to cut this out. Oh, good. It was. It was wondering, tiring. I get that. Yeah, I was tired last night. I slept like a baby though. Once I got to bed, oh my goodness. I slept like a baby. But it's now behind. You've had one crazy month though. You had lots of gifts. You got a new baby in the house and we did stuff 3 days in a row. Oh, now that's rough. All right, what do I got going on here? Oh, you got your new gutters installed. Oh, I bet you're glad that's done. You got your roof done too, right? Well, that's something you don't probably won't ever have to worry about again in your lifetime unless a tree falls on your house. You're good for a good 20 years. And done. Now the gutter's done too. Yep, you're on a roll. Or a tornado. Shh, don't say that. Bad word. Oh, you got a 30-year roof. See, you'll probably never have to worry about the roof on that house in your lifetime. Of course, unless you sell the house and you buy a new house. I'll be 76. That's why I'm saying you'll probably never have to worry about it. 76. Yeah, I can't imagine at 76 years old I want to put a new roof on a house. At least not wanting to pay for it. Oh yeah, that's always nice to do. My son did that well. He had a house built. It's one thing I'm glad we did when we sold the house in Texas 3 years ago and moved up here. We just took the money that we got from the other house and put it right directly in this one. And we don't have a mortgage, whereas we still had a mortgage on the other house. So it's nice not to have a mortgage, especially in a retirement. You've got your house paid off, you're good to go. Hey, Farrell. Hey, hey. Just chilling, hanging out, crocheting. The last of our holiday special. I like the barn aluminium with an attached warehouse for Chandra's eBay and studio space for me. Shingles. Shingles? Oh, yeah. It's still Christmas until 12th night. Well, this is still considered a Christmas holiday until we close the stream tonight. It's Boxing Day. What is there, boxing on TV or something? What's Boxing Day? Putting away all the boxes? Oh, I want to go to Walmart and catch some deals, but I think I'm going to try tomorrow. In parts of the British Commonwealth, a public holiday celebrated on the first day strictly as the first weekday after Christmas Day. Ah, yep. Today is the second day of Christmas, and traditionally, it's when wealthy people delivered boxes of food to the local poor. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Quite interesting. Could bring up my other chat. This one's taking too long. Yeah. One thing about this Talk Studio program, the chat is so far behind. that I have to bring up YouTube's and then just pin the YouTube chat over it so I actually can see it. So is it a lot calmer in everyone's houses today? It is in mine, except for someone that's sick. We have 8 people living here, and it's not really calm. uh, yeah, my daughter and granddaughter live here, but they have their bedrooms downstairs, and they have a kitchen down there as well and a bathroom. So we see them, but not very often. The dogs bark at everything. Same here. But 8 people. That's how big is the house? Does it feel crowded or is it a good sized house? I actually, when I went to redo the stream, I went and I ate, and then I came back. I finished the song that I was writing and putting it to music, and time just flew by. I was like, oh crap. It's been like an hour. I got to get back online. So, did you get everything done there, Amy? Wow. So, you're going to have more company. 3 bedroom, 3 bath. Oldest granddaughter has a room. My office is in there too. Oldest granddaughter has his room and her parents' baby sister have a room. 2 boys share the formal living room. Oh, so you got 2 living rooms. Yeah, my house in Texas had a formal dining room. So I had 2 dining rooms really. We put a giant 2-foot blackout curtain on a track up to separate their space. Oh, okay. It's fine, but I don't really like my daughter's boyfriend. LOLs. I still may sneak off later and come to you on your live. Well, I gotta open up the guest here. Add a guest. Copy. Get this going. In case anybody wants to pop up. Get it pinned. They come here earlier just to watch all of our streaming services. We have a giant loft space. Oh, okay. That's cool. I would love having a loft. So we have a big house, but we're using every inch. It must really feel big when you when all the kids are gone. I would love to build an actual studio space for our bedroom. Would have to move the ceiling fan. Would be nice for it to be soundproof and have a closing door. Yeah. Now, how long is everyone going to be staying with you, or is this going to be an ongoing thing? Oh, so it's probably going to go on for 2 years or longer. Oh, I see. Now I understand why you would consider building an actual studio, or would love to. Yep, way too expensive. That's why my daughter's in here. Eventually, she'll probably move out, buy her own house, but yeah, a lot of households have to do this, like you and I, having the kids come back, have time to get more self sufficient, and then move on. That's what my son did. My son, he was in an apartment and everything, and he was spending it. The housing was going up, the apartment kept going up, so finally he asked to move in our spare bedroom so he could save money. We let him, and he was there for 3 years. And while he was there, he cleared up all of his bills and started saving money and had a house built. And now he's got a beautiful house. Sometimes they just need that extra little start. Yeah. Get back on their feet and off they go again. I can't believe it's still raining. Hey, Terry. How you doing? I can't believe I let you keep me up so late. Now, I can't help it if you're addicted to me, Terry. I just can't help that. It's the smile. It's my smile, isn't it? Uh, I'll leave this playing while I take a shower. Okay. Uh, so, how long did your son and grandkids stay? How long did it take them to get their act together or get their lives back together and move on? A year? Yeah. Uh, yes.
What do you want to do for dinner?
I already ate. There's some more of that roast in there, that beef roast
Where?
in the fridge, the
Okay.
big fridge in the living room. I mean, not the living room, the kitchen.
Okay.
And there's probably some macaroni and cheese. You'll have to check. I don't know. Do
Okay.
you have some in your drawer?
Uh-uh.
You ate it?
Uh-huh.
Boy, you ate multiple meals today, Chip.
No, it's all I ate today is that plate. I
Okay.
remember I get
And
up
there's
at
a
3 o'clock in the morning.
leftover chicken in there too. One
Huh?
more chicken. There's also another chicken in there.
No, the I like the beef.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna go out and cook something. Nope. There's leftovers in there. Go and eat leftovers. Eat leftovers. He was able to get a mortgage in 1 year. Well, there you go. Yep. Same thing with my son. Well, he was 3 years into it, but he was saving money for a down payment and checking for land and looking for the right spot, and that took a few months. And then once he did find the contractor in the house and the land, it took them forever to stop building. But that's when it was in the middle of COVID, and they were having a problem getting the to build a house. The housing supplies wasn't available, so they had to keep postponing and postponing. And jeez, so did you find a nice house? So he paid for his house, but we paid for ours, and his is 900 square feet. Ours is 17. Wasn't good at time for buyers. Yeah, yeah. We were lucky with our house in Texas. Um, we ended up selling it for 400,000, but um, it was only because there was a price war on it. It was a 4-bedroom home, single floor, attached garage, huge 2-car garage. It's probably more like two and a half, and 4 bedrooms. Mother-in-law set up so the mother-in-law could have half the house, which is why we bought it. Was because we had my husband's mother living with us at the time. But when we sold it, we were only asking for 375, but um, we still owed money on it. We still had a $60,000 money mortgage on it. But they had a price war, and people was bidding on it, and then doing another bid and doing another bid. And we finally accepted a 400. I was shocked. I was shocked. It was a big house, though, bigger than what Ron and I really needed. Hi, Barbara. How are you this morning? I was in and out all night after you called it a night. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure because I came in a couple of times and there was no one really here, so I don't know how, if it gets used or not after I leave. I don't know. We bought ours in the bust of 2008. Got it at a steal. Yeah, we got ours at a steal. We got it for 120, 120 from a bank that had repoed it, and they sold it to us for 120. We bought it, sold it 10 years later for 400. So we got a smashing steal. So when we sold that house and we came here, of course we had to pay a lot of stuff. We paid off everything, the mortgage on it, of course, and we had to get new furnace put in. It's so funny because we had a fireplace in the living room. And being in Texas, we only used just the fireplace for heat. We never tried to put on the heater, the furnace. And when we went to sell the house, the furnace didn't work. We had probably hadn't worked the whole time we lived there. Yeah, but we owned a second house. My brother-in-law is buying from us land contract. We paid 108 for a house, and it's worth 200. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be hard to do anything like that for a while. Getting any good deals. Good second day after Christmas, everyone. Just hop done. Just and notice that we have competition. If you know, you know. I sent three of you the link. Are you live right now? I've been. How come I'm not getting your notices, Jerry? I don't get your notices. No, I see one 22 hours ago. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Just hopped. And I noticed that we have. What do you mean by we have competition? I'm not sure what you mean. Send me the link. I'm going to check my email. No? Nope. Don't know what you mean. Not really competition per se. It's another crochet channel that's live as you are right now. She's younger than us, of course, but just wanted to send you, Amy, and Alicia the link. So someone else is going live. Hmm. I wonder who it is. I wonder if I know the person. Oh, let's sew and chat. I'm making a mug rug today. 36 watching. Well, good for her. My turkey seemed to turn out good. All right. I don't have anything in my email. Oh, you must be talking about on my phone. I gotta go plug my phone in. My phone's dead. I keep forgetting to grab my phone. So, how's Jerry? How was your Christmas? How was your Christmas? Turkey seemed to turn out good. So hey, how are you going to heat up the turkey tomorrow? Are you putting that like in a slow cooker or something too to heat up? Just warm, yeah. Ugh. Oh my God, I just woke up and missed work today. Oh no, you missed work? Oh no. That's crazy. Stayed up too late. I'm corrupting all of you. I'm corrupting y'all. I work from home, so oh, okay. I got to work on how to successfully resurrect my prime rib. I've cut in I cut it into steaks, but I want to be able to heat them fast and not ruin the rawness. Ah, good luck. You cut them into steak. Me, I would just throw it in a very hot pan, buttery pan, and not really cook it too long, like maybe a minute on each side, and plop it on your plate and eat it. It's your fault, Grandma. That's all right. Blame it on me. I'll allow it. You can. It's okay. It's okay. Just tell yourself this too will pass. Everything's good. Someone said put it in a Ziploc bag and in hot water. Well, I guess you could do that, but I think it would taste better if you stick it in a frying pan with butter for a minute on each side, just enough to get it hot because the inside you can eat it lukewarm. I do that all the time. Just enough to warm it up and pull it out of the fry pan. That would work great. Yep, either way. Yeah, that's how I do it. I get the pan nice and hot and then just share both sides about a minute apiece aside so it don't cook on the inside, just gives it a warm, but the outer side will be nice and shared. That's what I should do. I should go cook me a steak. The live I watched was interesting for me. You have grown a lot since then. You are more comfortable doing the live now. It was nice to see how you have grown. We had people come in and drop a note. Aw, I'll have to watch the lives later of when I was gone anyway. I just made some big fat ribeyes on the grill. Ooh, no, Terry girl, I'm not buffering over here. So you enjoying your vacation, Jerry? I'm going to do that now with a slice of leftover prime rib. May be back later. Okay. Okay, Gary. I was watching the old lives of you today. You can definitely see the difference in you physically and way more comfortable in front of the audience. Novice to pro. Go Barb. Yeah, this is only like 5 months, 4 months, 5 months, 5 months. Yeah, 5 months. Absolutely, Barbara. I parked the car on Christmas Eve after I went to the Festival Foods and do not intend on moving it till maybe Sunday if I plan on physically going to church. Well, I got the link up on the top if anyone wants to jump on. Anyone wants to jump on the panel? Got to bounce for a few and have dinner with Hubs. I'm going to let his playthrough be back in a bit. Okay. Seeing if I'm missing anything. Our power steering decided to go out, so we took the car to the shop today. Probably won't see it again until sometime next week. Thank goodness for Instacart. Yeah, Lady Barbara. That's right. You can call me Lady Barbara. My husband and I watched YouTube videos on how to fix it, but damn, we are just too old to perform the task. That's why they have places to take your car to. I gotta check our car. I don't know if it's registered still. It might not be registered after this month. I don't know. I can't remember if he did a 1 year last year or if he did the 2 year. That's right. You can call me Lady Proper. The guy just called and said they are going to replace the lines first and see what happens. That alone will cost $600. Good Lord, of course. They will probably say we need a new pump. Of course, they're going to try to get you for as much money as possible, starting with the lines of all things. So let's see. Your power steering decided to go out. So you know it's out. Now, when you look in it, is the power steering fluid out? If it is, it could be a leak that's causing it. So you put more steering fluid in it and see if you have power steering then. If you do, then it's not the pump, it's the lines. That's how I've always thought about it. So if the pump is broken, then there wouldn't be a leak, but they still have power steering in it, right? Taking our car in is like going to the dentist. So pricey. Yes, like we got a short. We have no power in our living room right now, so we called an electrician, but they said they're solid full until after Christmas. So I got to call back, and so I'm waiting till Monday to call them back. I know that's probably going to cost tons and tons of money. So my daughter's bedroom downstairs doesn't have power, and we don't have power in the living room. So we're running extension cords to get through. And I just know they're gonna lead us lead us dry. Well, there is that, especially if you love the horse. Hello, Jojo. I'm making prime rib taco meat for 7-layer dip for dinner. Ooh, I had some well, 7-layer dip, but I didn't have all the layers. I only had the meat, the cheese, and the taco seasoning and the sour cream. Girl, you can't even get the fluid thingamajiggy without removing a bunch of shit. Ah, okay. Yeah, hopefully that's all. Yeah, a couple of years ago, I had the power steering pump went out in my Cadillac, and got it replaced. But I don't recall it being that high. But I could be wrong. Okay, back to cooking and listening right now. Mode. Labor prices are definitely off the hook, but but hey, that's why there are these trades. Yeah, yeah. When I was looking at an electrician, before Christmas, just for them to come out and look at it. It's, like, what was it, $100 and something. Then they get an hourly wage of like $110 an hour, something like that. I was like, what the hell? I'm thinking, who the hell gets paid $100 and something an hour? That's insane. Same thing with the maintenance. Who gets paid that kind of money? Hi, Vince. Hello, Vince. Hello, Vince. I think I'm gonna make. I think I'm gonna make my next blanket's gonna be a granny square. I'm really highly considering it. So, how's your day after Christmas, Vince? That's why these kids nowadays, as opposed to going to college, should need to go to trade school. They sit on their butts all day and just do the internet playing their Minecraft or whatever. My wife made me a turtleneck hoodie. The pattern was for Yanera. Oh, back to the sofa. Electricians make bank for sure. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. Stove, not the sofa. I can't sit on the sofa. Going good, relaxing. Yep, I know. He probably come over with all of his outlets he's got, could fix me right up. It would probably be cheap just to fly, send him a round trip ticket, a plane ticket to have him come and fix me up. One, two, three, four. My mom never even noticed it was Christmas. She keeps forgetting to remember. I went ahead and shoved the tree back into its box and have a mess of crap to put away. It's a mood thing, though. Yeah, I gotta get rid of our tree this weekend. In there, so- ooh, see, it's 60 degrees out right now and raining. 60 degrees out. And you're in South Jersey? I'm in Ohio, which isn't really that. Like 34. Ooh, conditions are snow. Ugh. Yeah. We don't have regular extension cords. They're the kind that if they did get hot, they would just shut off. They got a breaker on them. We can't even get to the cap to open it, Wendy. Otherwise, we would have added fluid for a temporary quick fix. When he left, and I heard that thing whining like a baby as he drove out of here. Luckily, yeah, the shop's only a mile away. Oops, that is not what I meant to do. Radar. I want to see how it looks for us. I can get it to come up. People are shopping on Christmas Day. That's cutting it close. Oh, I was amazed all the shops. Are general handyman types available if someone can tell to replace the fourth breaker in the breaker box? And oh, what's a GFCI outlet? I'm back for a few. Ooh, Looks nice outside today. Be good if I cannot tonight. I go out to see Grandmama and cool Uncle Kevin. I just hope it is just them. Last time I'm alive, there was 8. I had no idea who they were. Bathrooms and I have a feeling they're gonna want to charge an arm and a left tip for this. It's been the last 2 years they won't let me and the kids around and Granny getting old. No, what about the last 30 years I done trying to play happy family? Well, sorry about that, Jojo. Um, so how was dinner last night, Peter? How's Mama's baby girl? How's Mama's baby? Yeah, how's Mama's baby girl? Good girl, huh? You's a good girl. It was great. Well, good. Glad. Jojo, family can really be cruel about visiting. It is rough. All we can do our best or walk away. Either way is hard. Yep. So true. I'm sure the dressing, mashed potatoes, and dinner rolls put me way over on carbs, but I don't care. It was Christmas. Yeah, just start over. We got a whole new year. Just start fresh. I mean, I had a couple of things too. A couple of bites of things I shouldn't have had, but I figure, it's a new day, a new time to just move on, one foot in front of the other and continue on. Whereas before I'd say, well, I might as well wait and eat all I want and just wait and restart the new year. But instead, I'm just saying, yep, let's move on. I had a bite or two of something I shouldn't have. Let's continue on. Not going to worry about it. It's just scary because it can be a fire hazard, and that's what bugs me. Yeah, well, the power's off down, to those outlets. They're not on, so also had a piece of coconut cream pie, and I put sugar and half in my coffee. I had a half a sweet potato. Stay safe, Terry. It sounds like a breaker problem, though. We had some replacement here a few years ago, but I'm having other problems since. Some switches just don't work, and even after replace, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, everything worked until it didn't. Everything worked until it didn't here, so. But I think it's a blown outlet because my husband said he saw a spark coming from the outlet. So I think the outlet blew. And then, of course, it blew the breaker, and the breaker won't turn on because the outlet's bad. So, are those? Yes, they are. They all went last night with my daughter. So there is no more whoopie pies in this house. Every single went home when my daughter left the house with all of her Christmas presents. As a matter of fact, she almost forgot them. I said, "No, get back here and come get these whoopie pies out of the freezer." But she's the one that loves whoopie pies anyway. She loves them frozen like I used to. She goes, "You just want me to gain 100 pounds." I said, "It's better on you than on me. That's all I know. You're the one that loves the darn things, and well, I do too. But they're out of the house." I had 3 spoonfuls, dessert spoons, not serving spoons, or soup spoons, of sweet potatoes, overpowering sweet flavor. Mm. Well, I did have one, and I do mean a small, thin slice. The slice was so thin; it wasn't thicker than the width of this razor, this pair of scissors. It was a slice down through the whoopie pie, and it was frozen. So I had some cream and some cake, and it was just one bite. It was about the length of a quarter, the thickness of like those shears, and that's all that I had from the whole that I shouldn't have had from all of Christmas. So I think overall, if that's all that I had, I think I did damn good, made it through that Christmas. And that this house had brownies and whoopie pies and cookies of every kind and candy galore, and all I had was a sliver of a whoopie pie. I did pretty darn good. My house was wired before they started using a ground. My landlord called an electrician and he said it would be at least $20,000 to rewire the house. Yeah, that's what I just looked up too. It said complete rewiring of an old home is up to $10,000 to $20,000. So yep. So my house was wired before they started using. So what was the cost? What did they end up doing? It's a 1 bedroom, 750 square foot house. I think that estimate is very high. He recommended replacing the outlets with GFCI breakers. He said that's almost as good as having a ground. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. And those there cost to replace ungrounded outlet with a GFCI, it's $90 to $200 for each outlet. You know how you got some outlets that just are not used. I probably won't do those. I'll just leave those as is. But the outlets that we use quite a bit, I'll replace with those. Reminds me when I come on later to tell you my dryer story. Ooh, Dryer story. You know, I got a washer story. You've got a dryer story. I got a washer story. Oh boy, something tells me that the chat tonight is going to be fire for sure. So when we moved in the house, our washer and dryer in this house is downstairs. I wish it was up here so I would have easier access. But instead, I had to get people to do my laundry because I couldn't go down the stairs because I was so big. I was over 400 pounds. And so I had my daughter do my laundry, or my granddaughter, anyone, even my husband, because I couldn't make it down the stairs. And everyone would complain because it takes so long to do one load of laundry. And it's 90 to 120 minutes a load to do laundry. And I'm like, it does not take that long to do laundry, guys. And they're all saying, yes, it does. Yes, it does. And I said, well, are you making sure the water's turned on, to the washing machine? Maybe the water isn't high enough, on high enough, so it's taking longer to fill the washer tub. And they said, no, we checked it. It's on full blast, blah, 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 blah. This went on for multiple years, guys. We lived in the house for 3 years. I was not able to go downstairs. So I've just been able to go downstairs this, like, within the last 3 months. I'm going to say 2 months. 2 months. I'm going to say 2 months because it was long after I started walking. I finally was able. It would take me a while. I would walk down the stairs. It would take me about 10 minutes, but I'd stay down there until the laundry was done, and then it'd take me a bit to get up the stairs. Now I can go a little bit faster. Um, so the very first time I went down the stairs and I'm doing laundry for the first time, I'm looking at, it's digital, and they're doing They're doing the laundry on extra wash. That's the 90 plus minutes. There's another dial that you use for low, medium, and high, and that sets your time on how long a regular wash load is. So I went ahead and set it for 25 minutes. Now the laundry takes 30 minutes, just like a normal wash machine would. And I'm like, I don't understand how you kids didn't know how to do laundry. You're just using the wrong settings. You're using the extra soiled, extra everything. I can't imagine it took them that long to do laundry. One load of clothes, 120 minutes, 90 to 120 minutes. I knew that they had to have been doing it wrong. Yeah, I know, right? Jeez. So almost 3 years they have been doing extra heavy load laundry, extra wash. It's like, dang, and extra spins and rinses, and it's like, why would any wash machine have that as their default? That is ridiculous. That should not be the default for a wash machine. The default should be just a regular wash load. So because of that factor, I don't like my washing machine. Hmm. Another one bites the dust, and another one's gone, and another one's gone. Another one bites the dust. Ooh. When you kick me too, another one bites the dust. Doo doo. Whoops. Crap. Ah. Burr. I was just looking to see if there was any lives. No lives. No lives. Bob Ross Holiday Marathon. 904 people watching. I wonder if Candy's watching that right now. See if Candy's watching. Buy me a coffee. Yesterday maybe. Maybe. Oh, look at that, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. I think I left you a message. And we have Thomas and Terry Girl and Mason. Yeah, one day ago was Mason, Kitchen Witch Tanya, um, Thomas, and Terry Girl. I think I wrote everyone a note. I think, if it went through. Pretty sure I did. Yeah. So I thank those. Yeah, it's not very often that I get things there. So I tend to look at it like every couple of days, but I got a message I think it was yesterday and I looked and I saw yours, so thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and Terry, you guys are awesome. Uh, mm, ah, oh, I know what I was going to do, and I lost track of what I was doing. Let's see. Um, Contents. Let's see. We only got 8 people here. My blanket's so warm. I don't know. I am chilled today. Hope I'm not coming down sick. Seems so quiet. Really? Aw, I didn't know there was mudslides there. see. Playlist, we rise together. Videos. It's because of you. Goodbye. Alright, so it's We Rise Together was the last one. Rise together. Let's see. Why isn't that? Why is it doing that? Get that out. Go here. Videos. This and this. Add to playlist. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to do this. Because of you. No. You had to turn your AC on this afternoon? It was just a little too warm. It only ran about 4 or 5 minutes, but it's comfortable now. Oh crap. I did not mean to do that. Darn. I messed up my chat box. So I'm pulling out another one. Yeah. I hope no one got hurt in those mudslides, Tanya. That would be awful. Yeah, in about another hour. I might. I was hoping there was other lives going, but or someone, doing something, but no one's just can't find anything. Ah, 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 ah. No lives I could find. I'm usually working right now. Yeah, yeah, nothing's going on anywhere. I need a drink. Mom pulled off her incontinence briefs sometime during the night. They were wrapped around her knees, so I've been bathing and doing urinized laundry. Ugh, ugh. Pania, hello, 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 hello. Other than a few carnivore sites I visit, I'm mostly a caregiver in senior sites, for the info. They are good communities too, helpful in many ways. Terry girl, I'm so sorry for what you were going through. It's rough, Jerry. It's a scary mirror. My sons told me they are going to get me a robot nurse if they come out before I get all lame. Is this live? I thought 24 hours lives was a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day. Dear God, what time is it? Oh, holidays. Holidays. Yep, runs from Christmas Eve all the way through today. uh, it's only 3:20. Phew. Yeah, well, I've yeah, it's been a quiet day for me because usually I'm, you know, going on the computer and on YouTube and I'm checking out everything and there's nothing going on. Like all the people that I would normally watch, they're not even on. So it's just really weird. It's a real quiet day today, even on the internet, even in here. Oh. I did have a good Christmas. I think all of us did, really. Amy's still dealing with her stuff. She does everything tomorrow. About to edit some video. I need to go get my phone and plug it in. It's dead. I left it in the other room. Uh, oh no. Seriously. There it goes. I lost my back scratcher in the back of in my back shirt. I couldn't reach it. It fell. Ah, I'm thinking about going and cooking up a steak, taking one out of the freezer and cooking up a steak. I There's nothing going on, guys. What's up? What's up with that? Oh, 91% fail the carnivore diet. I don't even want to watch that one. It's too depressing. Or you won't be Johnny Carson tonight. Ugh. Yeah. What I really should do is just shut down the stream, but there's 12 in here now, though. I was going to say I should just shut down the stream and come back at like 9. Yeah, it would be nice to go take a little nap. But if I took a nap right now, I would not be up at 9 o'clock. And I want to be here at 9 o'clock. But hey, Bacon Runner. Hello, hello. Been a while since I seen you. I'll come on later with you after my kids get here and settled in. Sounds like a plan. I'm looking for an easy crochet baby blanket instructions. You know who has great baby blanket instructions? And they have tutorials online, and that is Creative Grandma. She has some great. Actually, I'm doing one of her blankets. This is actually meant to be for one of her baby blankets. But she does tutorials on many of her patterns, and I go to her a lot when I'm looking for baby blankets and that type of stuff. There you go. Amy's got you. Gotcha. No, he was too sick, so he never went. He didn't want to get anybody else sick, pass it on. Yeah, so he spent Christmas at his house. I think I need to break down and take a couple of leaves. I've been on my feet for days and I'm hurting. Also, I've been rushing around all day, finally getting in the shower. Ugh, the poor thing. At least tomorrow's almost here. It'll be behind you before you know it. Are you doing anything for New Year's? Or is New Year's going to be like a regular day? Back to normal after this? Grandbabies are coming over New Year's Eve to spend the night. They are easy to please, though. Well, there you go. How old are they? You say babies, but how old are they? We are having chocolate shuffles and keto ice cream for breakfast. 12 and 6. Oh, okay. Those are at least ages that are reasonable and behave, or at least they can be reasoned with. Aw, aw. I wonder if she still knows how to crochet. She's got several kids for Christmas. She is quite good at it. Oh, nice. See how much you inspired her? That's a great gift she'll remember forever. Hello, favorite company. Hello. Yeah, it was fun last night talking to all kinds of people. Oh, this can't be the only. Oh no, I got some more over there. Okay. Mm, well, I gotta do the big one. Barb and I talked weird stuff, or maybe it's just me needing weird, everyday, wonderful stuff. We talked about great and wonderful stuff. We talked about how great it is to take a poop and wipe your ass. That's wonderful. That's special. Only us special people get the privilege of wiping our own asses. Special. Special, I tell you, special. I'm 65 years old. I know these things. Right now, I'm thinking about how I got to get all the bills sent off, and it's that time of the month. I'd rather be administrating. I know. I hate paying bills. I hate that time of month. Yeah. Do you not have to count stitches with crochet like you do with knitting? Yeah, you do, but I'm smart. Us smart people, we can handle things like that because we're smart. We're really, really, really smart. you know, yes, I have to count, but when you only have to count to four, you can sort of just look at it and see that you got the count of four. So you don't really have to count. You just, oh, look at that. There's four there. You don't even have to count it. It's like your eyes just know that you got four. You can move on. Now, if I had to do something like 26 or 50 or something like that, it'd be a little bit more difficult. But I can count to four by just looking. I don't even have to go one, two, three, four. I can just look and see, oh, there's four. I hate it when I'm doing a project I have to constantly count. Ugh. Or you have to count at the end of every row to make sure you have the right amount of stitches. Ugh, I hate that. And then you would lose count and you have to count all over again. You're counting to like 180 or something. It's like, all right, that's when you pull out the stitch markers and every 20 you add a stitch marker or something. Sometimes I have to turn the radio down to see the road again and read the road signs. No, I can't just look at it when it comes to those things. Okay, that one's done. And now the blue one. I can do the blue one too. Cleaning up my desk a little bit. When you got a project and you had like 10 scans of yarn and you're down to just a little bit. Been a long time since I seen the bottom of my desk. I taught Joe to crochet last night, and he was asking about stitch markers, and I was like, oh, honey, you'll get them. You'll get there. Stitch markers are so much for you, are too much for you right now. Yeah, I use stitch markers a lot. Even when I do mittens, and I've made hundreds of pairs of mittens, it's just so much easier to put a stitch marker down than it is to have to keep counting. And then something will catch your attention and you didn't. You have to start all over again. That sucks. Yeah. There's so many projects I want to do that I'm like, what do I do next? What do I do next? My Booby Goat flannel shirt is supposed to come today. Hope it makes it through this insane weather. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything today. Ah, crap. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Ugh. Yay, I can see my desktop. Hi, John. Room check full of geniuses. Room chock full of geniuses. Yeah, I did get a ton of yard work done in a short amount of time. Mildly impressed myself and my own mother. I'm too old for kids' toys. Have to set up Wi-Fi for a DVD player. What the fuck? Good luck. Hey, Mason. Hey, I've been here for a few hours in and out of a nap. Felt really great. Well, there you go. Hey, Thomas. Everyone's popping in. Coffee time. Yeah, I need to go get me a cup. I usually wait till 9, but I'm going to go get me a cup, get some ice for my tea, and go potty, and then I'll be back. So I'm going to take about a 10-minute break, and I got to let the dogs out. Right, baby? Want to go outside? Baby, want to go outside? Did you or are you going over to visit Cosmo? What the hell is this planet coming to where I need freaking Wi-Fi for a freaking DVD player? Especially where it's PBS kids DVD player. It's a kids DVD player. My mind is blown. Yeah, there's so many people sick. I don't even have a TV, and I haven't turned Frasier my Xbox in over a year. Doesn't appeal to me anymore. I think you have to count way more in knitting than crochet. Yeah, because I mean, I have to count like chains and stuff like that, but for the most part, I mean, a lot of my counting isn't really that, unless you're doing a project that every time you finish a row, it's off count, and so you have to start counting, and you got like 200 stitches you have to count. Those projects suck. Those usually don't last long with me because I don't like having to constantly be counting. So I try to find projects that are not doing a lot of counting. You know, counting to 4 or 5, that's one thing, but counting, I'm too old to count to 200 or even 100. Okay, Barbara, going to go hang with family for a bit, be back later. Okay, Amy, catch you later. So, what's everyone been doing today? Thomas, I think he's been in bed sleeping. See you guys. See you guy going to get some rest so I can work tomorrow. Just wanted to say hi. I will leave the chat in the background. Okay, Tom. He's got to work a full day tomorrow. I am too old to count over 10. It's too hard to get my shoes back on. Yeah, I hear you, Peter. I hear you. I don't want. Yeah, if I had to count a lot during crocheting, that's probably why I don't like knitting. You have to do too much counting. But I do projects that I don't have to do a lot of counting on. And most of my crocheting, if you haven't noticed, is sort of what I call mindless crocheting. I don't really have to think about the pattern. You know, once I know the pattern, I can just move along. The patterns are easy enough that they're like maybe 2 row repeats or something, so it's not hard and it's the same like stitch over and over again. And I don't have to what? I don't have to. Yeah, I'm getting messages here. I got to see what my daughter wants. No, right there. What? This girl, Poopy, was the only dog I ever knew that came to our house. It was always high, can you tell? Oh, she's talking about a dog named Poopy. I'm like, what the heck is my daughter talking about Poopy, Pa? Talking about a dog named Poopy. Crocheting sounds hard. Well, I have to count over two. I want to do something brainless. Do you have any ideas? I like counting. I mean, I don't like counting. I like brainless crochet where I don't have to do a lot of counting. I might have to count up to like 4 or something, or 5 maybe. But I don't mind things like in the next stitch, put 2 double crochets in that stitch. So I go 1, 2, or I don't even have to do 1, 2. I just look and I can tell there's 2 stitches in that one stitch. I don't even have to count them. My eyes, my brain is smart enough to know there's 2 there, that I put 2 in each stitch. Evenly the dead bodies wait, what? On the ground. I didn't know how long you wanted to be mindless. Yeah, I have a little bit. I'm going to go probably make myself something to eat real quick. And I also got hard boiled eggs in there I got to eat. So I'll probably make me some. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go do. I'll do up some egg salad. Yeah, have some pork rinds. I don't really feel like cooking. Yeah, I got lots of egg rolls. And I have a little bit of this other dip that I made. It's called 7-layer dip, but I didn't do all 7 layers because I cut out all the carbs, veggies. I cut out the onions and tomatoes, and yeah, I had some leftover ham earlier, and some of the leftover beef beef roast I cooked. I'm 65 years old after all. I'm 65 years old after all. You know, John sent me a picture last night, and I've looked at it a few times last night and once today. And he is a very, very handsome man. Even though he said he just woke up from a coma, and even though you could tell he just had surgery, he is very handsome for 62 years old. He's 62 years old. No, yeah, 62. I'm on second load of pea laundry. So, John, is it okay if I share your handsome photo? I gotta find it. Oh, 4 years ago. You guys ready for this 4 years ago picture of John? Can I show it, John? I don't want to show it unless you tell me yes, I can. I don't want you mad at me. He's not giving me an answer. He's ignoring me. That's not what my friends say. John, say yes. Okay, thank you. You guys ready for a picture of John? I was like, oh my goodness, he's so handsome. What do you think, guys? Does he look like a man that just woke up from a coma? Keep in mind, I have no panties on. No? No? But he's so handsome. I don't know how to get this opened up right. Oh, here we go. That's it. Huh? Oh la la, John. I think he's quite handsome, even though he looks angry. He looks like he's upset or confused, but he's handsome. The man who lived. Yep. It's when people send you a picture, you never expect what they look like, you know, and you see it and you're like, oh, okay. I'm surprised, Candy. Oh, I think he said 2 weeks, I think. For 6 weeks in ICU. Wow. What does fawning mean? I have no idea what fawning mean. No, I'm just saying for a man that was very, very sick in a coma, he looks really good. Some people come out of something like that looking really, really bad. He actually looks pretty good. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, you said you were 12 years into keto, but you are 12 years into keto. That's probably the difference. I know my dad didn't have open heart surgery. He just had regular surgery and he looked awful. It sort of means like complimenting or stuff like that. Yeah, my dad had major surgery and I remember him coming out of it. He was like, but he was only like under like coma. I'm gonna say we kept waiting for him to wake up. It was about 3 days, so it wasn't like yours, 2 weeks, but he still came out of it, and he was just horrible. Like, he looked like death warmed over. You don't look like death warmed over. I think coma diet would be a good thing. Go in, get put into medically induced coma, and wake up 30 days later, unaddicted to carbs and a few pounds lighter. And they can do that too. I wonder why they wouldn't do it. It's too expensive. What insurance company's gonna pay for that? The ultimate diet plan. You don't even recall being on a diet. You wake up and you're back being skinny again. I was really bad. My chest was sore. I had to learn how to breathe again. It was horrible when that picture was taken. Yeah, it's just that you just don't have that look that I would have expected when but my dad was a carb eater. He was into all kinds of junk food and yeah, he was skinny for a carb eater, but he would sit down and devour like a 5 pound bag of potatoes, no problem. He loved bakers, loved baked potatoes. He could sit down and eat a dozen, I swear. Loaded up with butter and salt, pepper, and sour cream. Just, it was crazy. The cheese. He could devour a whole pie, but he never gained a dang pound. It was so unfair. They had me on an incubator that made it hard for me to breathe on my own. That's why I had to relearn. Oh, yes, yes. That's why pneumonia gets a lot of us after a chest surgery or a car wreck or anything that breaks into your rib cage. Yeah. Damn, blood work looks perfect. Well, good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Terry. You figure by the time he went on keto, he would have been already in his mid to late 40s. So a lot of damage was probably already done, and he was just living on borrowed time. I think probably keto just extended extended a little bit longer or further, but ultimately I think he would have had problems with his heart a lot sooner than that if it hadn't been for keto. That's what I'm thinking. Like, for me, I have a lot of healing to do that I could stay on Carnivore probably for the next 3 years and still probably wouldn't be completely healed after you figure 60 years of damage done to my body. Just because I went on a carnivore diet doesn't mean that in 2, 3 years I could possibly die of something that carnivore, if I spent a lifetime, wouldn't have had. That's how I see it anyway. But you figure he had a second chance. I don't know, maybe more than that. What was it? You had a quad bypass or something, or triple? I can't remember what it is, but so that's a lot of cleaning up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It gave you that little extra push to get over the hurdle. And you said that on the table you had died a couple of times, if I remember right. They were just lucky to be able to bring you back. I have to go potty. See you later tonight. Bye-bye. I'm buying the crochet kit for to start out with my crochet Christmas money. Guys, I think I'm gonna there's only like about 5, 6 people in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream right now, and I am gonna go um I'll be back at 9 with the stream up fresh, and we'll have open panel tonight. But I am basically gonna go log off for a while, maybe lay down for a few minutes, maybe grab a bite to eat. So I'm gonna close the stream out. I'm gonna take a break. I've been doing this for a couple of days now. So I'm gonna take a break, and I will be back at 9 o'clock. So I will see you guys later, guys. I'm gonna go take a shower too. Bye bye.